recorded.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Now it is only. Yeah.
Okay, well then let's start because it seems nobody else is going to join, which is disappointing. Okay, so if there's nobody else here, let's just start the meeting. Can everybody hear me well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing is that I got all the information package for the marketing material from CLT. It's available on the drive. So if anybody have any issues accessing, let me know. And if you guys prefer to be emailed to you, I will need your email address, the one you prefer, and I will email all the documents. So if you guys have access to the drive right now, or if if somebody can share, it's in number 56. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the drive. Is going to be number 56. On the bottom is there is a folder that says Sawmill Housing Co-op Information Package. And then we will have all the information. Are you guys opening, or are you guys following, or
Can you share it, because I cannot open now?
Okay, can somebody how can I share my screen? Can I share my screen?
You can share the screen on the bottom side, share button.
Okay, just
green
give
button,
1 second, because I have everything open here. And I'll share.
Yeah.
Can you guys see? Okay, maybe I go back. And I go back. So number 56, it says Sawmill Housing Cooperative. So this is also another thing that Grace mentioned. She wants us to refer to the co-op as Sawmill Housing Cooperative. Here in this file, you're gonna go on the bottom where it says the Sawmill Housing Co-op Information Package. This is the information I have been provided with. So you guys open here, and there is two important things that she wants we all check and learned about it. It is this one, it says CLT Co-op information. She wants us all to know what is housing co-op. So you guys, when you have a chance, review this. So when people ask, then we know what to say. Also, there is a video here about the co-op. You guys can also just on your time, you can review this. Now, there are graphics here. So many graphics that we can use. This for Instagram, and you can use for another social media. Maybe I'm just gonna do quick open here. And it's basically pictures and what they have already used. We can use this, but also we can create our own. There is a few things that they want also we to keep in mind. Their colors, neutral colors, blue, those type of colors they use, light blue, dark blue, like to keep at the same idea. Okay, we have here the application documents. Now, this is one of the documents we didn't have, and this is the income and asset declaration. They all have to fill this up. There is all the agreement here. You guys can review it on your own. Okay. Now, there is the list of supporting documents. She actually added something to this and she just emailed it to me. So I will also just replace this document. And I also get, like, I create out of this one, a kind of a checklist, a little bit more organized for us to use. But then I have to update this one as well because it's been updated. So I make it a little bit easier. So if you guys print it, then maybe can check mark and that will be easier to follow.
I have a question.
But yes,
In here saying tax document is recent T1 general tax return. Is it? What is T1? Should it be T4 or something?
no, it's like the summary.
Yes,
It's T1 summary.
So T1
That's
is
what
for
they want.
individual company and T2 is for corporation.
No, when it's self-employee, we need the notice of assessment. And when it's an employee, they want the tax return, but also the T1 general.
Yeah, so T1 is for the private corporation and T2 is for the corporation.
Oh, okay.
That is what I'm understanding. So the T1 is for the partnership or sole proprietorship, and T2 is for corporation if you are self-employed.
Oh, okay. Well,
so this
thank
case
you,
should
William.
be this case should be for most people is T4, right? Because you were working for someone else.
Yeah,
No, T4 is for commission,
T4
like
is for
us.
employees, but also for the employees.
Yeah, employees, but for T4.
I can also clarify that. Well, I can add these questions and I can get back to you. T4.
So my understanding is the T4s is we receive the T4s or we issue T4s whenever we receive or pay the commissions. And T1 is the total general package, very many pages, about 30, 40 pages. So that includes all the incomes, expenses, and financial statement, balance sheet, everything included. So there are two types. One is mostly we have to get T1 or T2. Of course, T4 can be the additional backup data, but official one should be T1 for private company and for T2 for corporations. Anyway, that is my understanding. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I can clarify this with her, the T4s and the T1 general. Okay. And I will get back to you after the meeting, once I am able to get the answer. And the Sawmill application form. This is like the other form everybody also have to get. And also the questions that you guys have about occupancy, there is here the national occupancy standards. So you have an idea of, I think the boss Alisa was asking about it. Yep, this is the second application. Now, the other thing they want us to do, it is the reference. So we'll have to either get a template. I can also share a template and write notes. We need a summary. So they want us to write down what are the questions that we asked, what was the answer, same for personal reference and for employee reference. Now, I can suggest personally what I do. I get the email from the employers and then I email the questions. So then you have your answer and then you have your review there. Same thing you could do with the personal one if you would rather to. Let me just go to my notes here. The other thing is that we have a database of on our system of our previous tenants, so we can, whoever wants, we can give a list, and you guys can reach out to previous tenants. So that's another way to generate leads. We are also landing a website, landing a page on our website just dedicated to this Sawmill project. So we will, you guys can use it for your.
Oh, sorry. When I try to fill out this monthly page, it's asking me MLS number. So, Alex, can you do MLS for this studio so we can process on MLS?
Yes, for sure I can do this.
Because without it, we cannot activate this page art for some reason.
Okay, so this website, we can use it also on our ads, on the social media we want to create, just to give us also credibility. Like we are working along with the co-op, and then they can review our website, and you can lead them also there, and they can submit an application as well. We will have a Google AdWords campaign, which it should generate us about 10 to 30 leads a month. We'll see how it works once it is activated. Open house and viewing schedule. We are planning to start our first open house on Saturday from 1 to 3. Alan and I will host the first open house. So whatever leads that you get this week, you can also let them know. Also about availability, Alan and I, we were talking about it. 10, I will be available during the morning, 10 to 12. Alan between 2 to 4, before 4. And for those people that live far away, and maybe I don't want anybody to be discouraged, like, because it's so far, and they don't think that it's maybe worth it to join this project. So we are going to be flexible about it, and we're not, like, basically we want everybody to participate. It is right now, the commission is a little bit low, and maybe you will think, okay, it's not worth it. I don't want to, like, we have a budget, and we will do our best so you keep your part of your portion. We won't get, like, I won't get any of your commission, just to put it that way. So you have your full
Okay,
commission.
so Maria, regarding that commission showing and all the participation,
Yes.
can I share my idea now, or
Absolutely.
maybe I can do it
Yes.
later?
No, you can. Well, I'm gonna talk.
Can I do that? Okay, before we go further, I'm just
Yeah.
doing my proposing my own idea. That is not, we need a lot
Absolutely.
of brainstormings in the initial stage.
Mhm.
So let me share my screen.
Okay.
So let me share. Where is it? Okay. So again, like I said, this is my initial brainstorming idea. So I just want it to be
Absolutely.
fine-tuned a lot, but just giving basic idea. Okay. I thought about.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking that we can benchmark the developers, pre-sale condo, pre-sale developers selling marketing strategies. Okay. So as you
Okay.
can see, there are units, 1 bed, 2 bed, 3 bedroom units there.
Mhm.
And then even though there are a lot of units, let's say 50, 60, 70 units, all the developers don't advertise all at the same time. They just advertise some units in a given time. Of course, there are a lot of tons of availabilities, but they just put into the MLS or the ad, maybe a couple of units, and then they just show a little bit flexibilities, but not show everything to everybody, right? So my basic idea is that now we got, let's say 50 units available now, for example, and then there is a big website from First State Realty combined or linked with co-op website, and I think that is the key. That is the main trunk load. So all major marketing thing or the pulling can be done through this big company website. So like I said, the co-op also have to say FSR is our designated brokerage company. So if any questions, contact them. So they also have to put disclosure about that, and they should link together. So there's one big portal or website, and people see the ad, and then they can contact you or the CLT. And then now let's say we have the 5 participants, 5 agents here. What I'm suggesting is that the key is we have to put the showing timetable. So we just say who's going to participate in this project. And once they are done, we equally distribute the showing time. For example, the developers, they have an open house. I mean, they have the model house. And they just, they work there every 12 to 4 p.m., 12 to 5 p.m. every day, maybe Monday through Saturday, Sunday, except for one day, something like that. We do the same thing. So we put the, for example, this is my idea, maybe 4 to 6 p.m. on Monday through Friday, and noon to 2 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, Sundays. And this time slot, Maria, as a team leader, you have to allocate or designate who is going to join this showing time zone. This time zone. So let's say we have 5 participants, 5 agents, then they have to write down, okay, today I'm going to join 4 to 6 p.m. Showing time zone. So I'm going to cover all the showings. And tomorrow, like the Alan do it. Tomorrow, Maria will do it. Tomorrow, Kevin will do it. So we just decide who is going to join this is kind of small open house, right? And we do open house every day between 2 to 4 or whatever times. So we do the showing. And then if there are any applicant comes and I want to apply, then all that lead generated by the group open house, the company or Maria, you allocate to lead to each agent. And that agent do the following screening job and paperwork together with the admin team in the company. So I think this is kind of commission basis plus salary. Salary is not a good the proper word, but what can I say, that after net income combined basis. So only those agents who bring their own individual or her own leads, they may get individual commission, just like the J. I think already you already have your own lead, right? So in this case, because it is all 100% your work, maybe you can get individual commission, but the rest of all the group lead generated from this website and the open houses, no matter who do the open house, doesn't matter. We got 5 leads, 10 leads, and you allocate equally those who participated in the project. And later on, once all the deal was done, there might be the accumulated commissions. Then you distribute 1/n those who participated in this project. So this is what I call salary basis. So combining the commission, individual commission, plus we work all together as a one big team, and then we share the benefit equally. That is my idea. One big question is that, do we have to allow individual ad? So that one maybe okay, but need to be decided, because we are doing the big company-based ad here, right? Because if we allow the individual ads, then many people want to do it by themselves, and then there maybe the portion or fruit might be a little bit less, right? So anyway, that is a strategic decision. So I don't know the answer. So maybe we have to discuss which is the best way. But there are some portion to discuss whether we can allow individual ad or not, that kind of things. Okay, then overall, the company support is that they have to First Day Realty together with the co-op have to manage the overall ad platform in the website and lead allocation to the agent. That is the major jobs. And also, once we get the leads, we cannot leave it to the admin team or 100%, because that is too big burden, because 50, 60 leads, right? So mostly those who was designated to that lead do the screening job together with the admin team, the Ali, Hannah, and then also follow paperwork. And then your role as a Maria to communicate with the CLT and share the information with the team. But what's more, the most important thing is two things. You have to update unit availability, maybe daily basis or maybe weekly basis or every other basis, right? So you have to make a spreadsheet that now this unit has gone, or this unit is available, or
just
back.
to update the units.
So all the agents have to know. So whenever they join the open house, they know which unit is available, and then they can show the available units. And also you have to manage and control and update the showing timetable. Who is gonna join today's showing, right?
Yeah.
So basically that is my basic idea. So I'm just proposing like that. Then need you guys the more information or the advice. That's it. Yeah. Any
Does
questions?
anybody have any other? Yeah, anybody have any other
Alan,
suggestions?
what do you think?
I like the idea of the showing times. Maybe we share the schedule and see everybody's availability, so we can schedule the showings.
So the showing time, it all depends upon how many agents can join or participate. So like I said, once the agent join this project, they also have to dedicate equally, right?
Yeah.
And also,
absolutely.
we also have to discuss internally with Natalia what is the commission split for this project. Normally 75-25 or whatever percentage to the company and the agent, those who participated in this one, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that is my basic idea. And so the key, I think, is the marketing from the company together with the co-op. And also co-op also have to disclose that the FSR is their designated brokerage company for this project. And all questions, inquiries have to go through FSR. And sometimes, like Jay said before, there may be some walk-in leads, those who directly contact the co-op. So they should be very honest and disclose that kind of their walk-in leads to us, and they have to pass all that walk-in list to us. So everything should be done through us. Yeah. Let me just close the
kicked out all the time, William. So if I'm gone, means I'm kicked out all the time by the system. But what I try to say, to my understanding, they say application process is 3 weeks, and only then they decide what kind of unit they give to the applicant, because they have 3 types of units. So before approval, actually, applicant kind of cannot really choose the unit. Exactly. It's always like this.
I understand. Yeah.
They said that they could do they could process within 48 hours.
Yeah. And also for the individual ads, maybe it's good they can post it by approved ads type, because everybody have their own follows, like they own in Facebook or Instagram, or even if they put on a Craigslist, it's never enough ads because in 1 hour it's gone, right? So maybe it's a good, I don't know, you can decide.
But Natalia, so my understanding is that, yeah, I understand they, but at least we have to give them the chance to see the unit as just like they see the model house during the tour or something like it does not mean nothing is decided at that stage. They just want to see it. If they are interested in, they can submit the application.
Yeah.
Once they pass
For example,
the application,
Maria,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, I'm afraid I'm gonna be kicked out. From this floor plans, I don't understand what square footage of the unit. For example, now we have to put 1 studio. What square footage we're gonna put? And do you know what
they have provided us? Yes, there is. Grace just sent me an updated list just 2 minutes before the meeting, so I can provide that.
Can you give it to Alex? So because he wants to put MLS, otherwise it's gonna be delayed.
Studio is 362 square feet.
Wow, so
Natalia, you are disconnected.
No, I'm stop
Oh,
talking. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's basically for Maria to decide, and together with you guys, I just like everybody else have input.
so Maria, you uploaded all the floor plans, right? So I saw there are quite a few floor plans have details and the size too.
Yes, there are
of
four
each.
floor plans there. Yes,
Right, yeah.
we can also access to those floor plans.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing is the list that is being updated, so we removed it from there. She provided just 2 minutes before. That's why I was joining late, because I was talking to her over the phone. The other thing is that commissions per unit is gonna be 667. That's part of the contract, regardless of unit. If it's 3 bedrooms, if it's 2 bedroom, or studio 1 bedroom, same thing. So it is a small portion, but as I said before, let's look at the big picture, because if we can deliver this, we will have the building with the 350 units, and we will have plenty for everybody. So we just need to work together, generate leads with whichever platform you want to use. Use the pictures you guys took. Also, William we got really good pictures from you too as well.
So can you mention about the commission again? What's that? What's the rate?
667.
667. So like that's what we have for whatever we lease out.
No, so this is basically that's what they're gonna pay, and then the commission. Everybody have that's the other thing I wanted to discuss, because everybody have a different contract regarding commissions when you sign with the firm. So I was discussing with Natalia about it, if we want to create a contract specific for this project, where a commission split will be 75 for the agent and 25 for the brokerage.
So
Yeah,
what is
sorry to
what is that?
okay.
Okay, sorry, William. Go ahead.
Yeah, so let me tell you just, this is a flat fee of 667 regardless of the size or bedroom numbers. Okay, so that is quite small. On the other
Yes.
hand, there are tons of the paperwork, quite strict, and we have to deal with a lot of the paperwork. That's why we have to be very smart and very efficient. So what I'm saying is that number one, Maria, you have to decide, or just say who is gonna join this project first, right? So now in today's meeting we have only Ellen and Jay and Maria, you and me, right? So we just let them know that you have to make a decision whether you'll join the meeting, the project first, and then we have to fix the number, how many agents are available. So how many the leads per each agent can get it, and how many showing, I mean the open house, we can participate. It all depends upon the number of the agent, those who are participating. Number two, that's why I just prepared the salaried approach rather than just in individual commission basis, because per individual commission basis, everything I have to do it, go through everything and do the showing, and then if the distance is too far, then somebody have to also help me or back it up. So it is quite risky. I mean, restricted, I think. So
no, and I totally agree
believe,
with that.
because that's why I just say just kind of the I'm sorry, but communist way of approach. So we just make a pool, common pool, and then we share the benefit of those who participated in this project, on condition that all the agents equally contribute their time and efforts. So for example, like this, if the J can join the open house way more than me, like his, I can only available during Thursday. Okay, so I can join the open house only one day per week, but Jay can join maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Then it is fair enough that Jay have to get more portion of the fruit, right? Because he contributed a lot. So he can get more leads than me if I join on the open house only one time a week. And then Alan joined the open house three times a week, then Alan should get 3 times more lead than me. That is my basic idea. Okay. But anyway, I have no complaint because I contributed only 1 week of the open house, and then I got only one lead. So that's okay because I did only that limited time and I got that lead. And then Alan or Jay contributed three times more than me in time and effort. That's why he have to get the 3 times of lead. So that kind of the distribution. But ideally speaking, everybody spend equal time of the equal time and effort in terms of the joining the open house and also screening and doing all the paperwork. And then get the equal portion of the fruit later. I don't know how much deals we can transact, deals we can make, and then how much, and then minus all the expenses. And then by doing that, Maria, you also can get kind of salary because you are the coordinator. That is additional. You can also participate in, and then you can do the showing and you can do the whole paperwork. But on top of that, you are doing your extra job as a leader to communicate with the landlord and also the coordinating everything. That is a kind of extra. That is not the commission. That is the work basis per hourly or something like that. That is basically my idea. Yeah.
But yeah, work base come from push portion. But guys, altogether commission is my understanding 50,000. Right. So if it's 5 agents participate, it's like 7,500 for each agent, right? Like approximately. If we rent all units.
Well, Maria
Sorry,
did
come
most of
again?
the work, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like money for salary because like company not a position to, we can pay only from the project. So my proposition to Maria was to the push money, right, to get to her, and also, but you can decide yourself. But it's all from project money. It cannot be like outside because it's no extra income, right?
Yeah.
I have a very quick question, Maria. Since we're doing memberships and not tenancy agreements, is there going to be a move-in report? And if
Moving
so,
report.
like like a move-in report, like when the tenants move into their new units? And
That's
are
gonna
they
be
doing
for
it or are we doing it?
no, it's on them.
Yeah,
We only our job is to collect all the information, do the reference check, and make sure everything, all the requirements, like all the paper is together. We give it to them, and that's it. That's all our job.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So all the management will be done by the co-op too, right? So we just place the tenant and that's it.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
We just need to make sure all the paperwork is completed, the reference are checked, all the credit score, everything, and we give it to them, and then from then is their job, and then we have to wait if the board approves that application or not. So that's the trick part, because maybe you think you have a lead, and once they review it, maybe it doesn't qualify. So that's the tricky part.
Yeah, well, yeah, the trickiest part is that, we'll show people a unit and they may or may not be getting that unit, and we can go through all this stuff and have them wait, and then they find out that they're not getting the unit that they actually wanted, and they may just bail out, right?
Well, we need to also clarify. Well, there is a really good deal. Like if you want one new, like a brand new building, 1 bedroom, for
Well,
1,050.
yeah, I know.
If I think they will be flexible to like which unit they will get. I would think, like personally,
Maria, one part of the building on a busy site. So I'm assuming Alan is right in that sense. The people who cannot sleep with the noise, doesn't matter if it's for free, they're not gonna stay there, right? So they're gonna go then choose the units where they're quieter, right? So this is one of the big things. Yeah. So they're not equal. One is on a busy side, one is on a quiet side.
Well, even at higher floors, right?
Yeah, higher floor is less noise. and low flow it's more noise because it's quite close to Marine Drive.
Mm.
So they may not agree to the units they given because just not because they want to be difficult, but they know they cannot sleep like that at all.
So it means during the open house, the one lead or candidate, how many units they can see? They can see as much as they want, or we can just restrict or limit only just showing a couple of showing units.
For the open house, we will set one of the units.
Only
But
one?
if they want, like, yeah, just for the open house. But let's say if it's a big family, they want 3-bedroom, then we can show the 3-bedroom. Or if they want a studio, when we can
My
show
question
this.
is that yeah, they want to see, they will decide whether they need 1 bed or 2 bed, right? So among
What
1 bed or among 2
yeah,
bed,
so
how many units can you show?
what I understand, only few 3-bedrooms and only few 1-bedrooms and majority are studio.
Studio, yes.
Yeah.
So let me just check here. I do have the numbers.
And I know I am really difficult, but have they provided in your folder there the actual agreement that the people are going to be signing yet?
There is no agreement. There is the rules. Let me double check on that folder that
I posted the rules in common group, Alan.
Yeah, I was looking
rules
through all
are
that
there.
stuff. I couldn't see it
It's in the main group. It's
in the main group. Okay. If
PDF.
it's there, I'll find it. If I can't find it, I'll let you know.
There is a handbook, but actually now that
The
you
handbook
mention, I
basically
didn't
is just
see.
rules and regulations. It's not, I mean, at
Actually,
some
I
point there's
didn't
going to
see
be
the
an actual
rules.
agreement, whether you call it a membership agreement or a rental agreement. There's going to be some document that they are going to have to sign in order to move in.
She just showed to you. It's just 2 pages. That's
Yeah,
like
I'll
that.
look through again. If I can't find it, we can talk about it on Saturday.
Maria just showed to you on a screen. Yeah, that's
No,
the one.
this,
It's only 2 pages agreement.
I didn't see it. Okay.
no, I don't think that I showed the agreement. It was no the rules, because they don't call it agreement. It's like supposed to be the rules. And I didn't see any rules actually. It's the
What they
handbook that
explain, I think handbook is the rules. So what they implement, it's kind of like Form K. You send 1 page, you follow the rules, and that's it. It's no agreement.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
If that's it, that's it. But I just want, because again, one of the first questions people ask is what can I see the agreement I'm going to be signing? And and it's like if I have read it, then at least I can explain, right? If I haven't read it, then or even seen it, then
Rules are quite long. I only wrote like 1/5 of it by now. So it's many
but that's
pages.
like a
That's the rules.
bylaws package, right?
Handbook, it's the rules, yeah. So that's what they say. You only sign in basically Form K, no agreement at all. Because month to month, by paying the money, it's already agreement, right? So that's they think like that.
yeah, there is no such a thing. Like I don't have the rules actually on that folder that in the 56 is not there. So I will
I think handbook is the rules. You can just verify with them.
no, I think she mentioned during the meeting there was a handbook and also the rules. Okay, so now regarding keys, I was talking, as I mentioned before, I was talking to Grace. No, I actually talked to Hossein. He called me this morning as well. They are working on getting a fob just to have access to the office in the building. And they are going to have codes to access to the units. So he will provide the keys to me today or tomorrow. He'll call me today. So as I mentioned before, if you guys like, we will schedule this availability for us to go to the building, but please refrain from contacting Hossein. Jose, once I contacted him personally, I know Jay, you called him this morning because he called me and he said that you were asking permission to access to the building because you have a viewing this afternoon. So since I don't have keys right now, just come to me and I will arrange everything. I don't have keys, I don't have fob, and he won't be showing to everybody on demand. Like, will have to go through me. And as soon as I have access, then we can coordinate your viewings. You say you have 1 or 2 people to show?
Actually, if I can do probably 3, but if not, then I will just arrange for tomorrow if that's the case. So
Yes, if you can wait.
yeah, okay.
In the meantime, you can just show them, like, the application form. You can send them all this like information they need to in order to qualify.
And there are also videos of the unit, and we took some videos as well, right? Mhm. William, you took videos of all units, yeah?
I took some, but unfortunately, my SD card was corrupted, so I lost all the files. So that is very unfortunate. I bought the new SD card, and then that card was corrupt. So most of videos that I took at the time was the unreadable. So I struggled for 1 day to restore, but
Including meeting video?
yeah, including meeting video too.
Oh.
That is my nightmare.
It's okay. We'll be going off into the building so we can get more videos. Okay, and regarding unit assignments, I want to have you guys' opinion because we will be showing units as well. We have the availability of the units. So would you guys would prefer to be assigned specific units? Now, no, we're gonna be like, first I have to know how many people are really going to join this so we can distribute, because it depends. There are floors that have more units. Let me double check that I have my table here. Here, first floor, it has 3 units and they are 1 bedroom, 3 of 1 bedroom. The second floor has 7 units available and our 5 units are 1 bedroom. And the only unit that is 2 bedrooms available is in the second floor. On the third floor, there is 15 units available and there is 3 are 1 bedroom and 10 are a studio. Fourth floor, there are 16 units available. 4 are 1 bedroom and 10 a studio. And we have 2 3 bedrooms also on the 4th floor. Fifth floor, we have 14 units, 11 of them are a studio. 2 are 3 bedroom and 1 is only 1 bedroom. On the 6th floor, we have 12 studios and 2 1 bedroom. In the townhouses, I believe all of them are in the main floor. There is only 6. Which one of the small bedrooms, she said, is 3 bedroom, but one of the bedrooms, it doesn't have windows. I don't remember, like I didn't view the last time, so it is a little bit tricky to get that one. It may be a small child, but I don't see like how we go, if it's gonna be that
so what
challenging.
I heard at the time was that the 3-bedroom townhome, one type has windows, so that is the official 3-bedroom, but the other floor plan does not have the window, so it's a little bit tricky to call it 3-bedroom, but they decided to call it 3-bedroom. That's what I heard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit challenging just because of the lack of windows. But anyways, this is what we got, and we can assign like some units per floor as well, so everybody have access to the floors. Now, the main thing right now is to see how many people are going to be committed, and then we can share accordingly.
So again, my idea is that we don't have to allocate each unit to each agent. So
Okay.
we just decide how many guys can join the project, and then we
Okay.
do the open house together, right? So
Sounds good.
even I show the unit to the person A, but he can send the application form to you or Ellen or Jay, because we will share the fruit benefit later. All we can do is just contribute our time and efforts during the open house, because we have to have the showing time zone. And if you have a longer showing time zone, they might be better. If you have more agent, we can do maybe noon to 5 p.m. every day, depending upon the schedule, right? So the key as of now is to set up is who is gonna cover what daytime showing zone first. So we have to so somebody have to be there. I mean, in the office, core office. So stand by, and then we just announce the showing time is available.
William,
Let's say between 2 to 5 every day. Yeah.
but
Go ahead.
if we focus on a time when it's open house, what if nobody comes to open house? Or because it's consistently every day, then easy for agent to bring leads, right? Because like if person comes there, sits there, but it's no leads, it's not gonna help everybody, right? So it's a little bit tricky that way. But if we have 7 days a week, if it's like 7 agents can commit once a week each, right?
Yeah, that I think that is a good question. I think very we have to think about that. But I'm just benchmarking the developers' marketing strategy. So that if we are worrying about the no show, then maybe we can narrow the time zone, maybe 2 hours a day, something like that. And then I believe this is because co-op there might be quite popular compared with any other just private condos. So I don't worry about the no show, but I'm more worrying about the overwork from the agent.
For some reason, co-op itself, the reason they hired us, from January, they cannot complete vacancies, right? It's already like 6 months. If you think about this, it's in the mortgage terms, it's almost more than $500,000 money would be lost if we delay, right? So they hire us, they want us to fill out quickly. So it's the most important leads. But from another side, as you say, if it's not available, like for example, Jay wants to bring 3 people and nobody can show, today these 3 people can go to co-op around the corner, and tomorrow they will tell to Jay, oh, we already rented, right? So sometimes people have urgency in their mind because they have to get some units, right? So they kind of anxious. So this is good from that point of view. So it's always available, right?
I think that should be the way that, I think we talk to their office and have them arrange the access for us so that we can access the site, like probably whenever we have an appointment. Would it be easier?
Yeah. Maria,
office-
if
No.
they do the code, means any agent with the code can show those units, right?
Who? The code? Say that again?
Is it like a logbox or what is it?
Yeah. Oh no. The thing is that for units, I think they want the code, but we would need the fob for access. They have it. They are thinking about putting the fob in a log box so we can have access to it. So, but they don't have a location right now. That's what they are working right now. So once I know,
Is this Hussein guy, if he can commit like at least 1 hour a day to show in?
No. That's why they want us to do it. Like they don't want to do any showings.
What
Now,
about Christian? Christian coming back on the first. He was telling to me before he can show any time. I don't know how it's now, but
yeah, no, that's what I thought to Grace. They don't want to do any shows. That's why they are hiring us. But once I know where the box is, they're gonna leave the fob, anybody can go and just get the fob from the lock box, and then we will have code in the units. Did you guys notice if
what
they?
what if one agent showing another come? No.
Sorry, I cannot understand what you're saying. Can you maybe text what you want to say, because I can understand.
Yeah, reception
The
not
chat.
too good.
Maybe write on the chat. The main thing is that they are working on giving us access. And once
Okay,
I know.
so it is already 10:55, so
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
go
Yep.
11. So before we go, because this is the initial meeting, so let me, before I go, just let me reiterate and then stress my idea. Okay, I'm just
Yes.
telling my idea, so we need brainstorming. There are
course.
two ways of complete different approaches. What is what I proposed? We do all together as a one big team. That is one approach. And the other, and if we do approach like that, like Natalia said, there might be some negative point that yeah, we do open house every day, but what if nobody come up, nobody show up? Then we are wasting our time. That is the drawback of that approach. I agree. But on the other hand, so the other way around is that maybe we just designate each unit to each agent. So we do individually whenever there are any showing requests. And then we don't waste any the open house time. But whenever there are needs like Jay has, then we do showing. But the problem is that if we do like that, like the Margaret said, some agent cannot join because he have to do the showing and do everything, but he's far away from the house, so don't want not motivated, right? And also at the same time, considering the commission amount, where that is, I don't think that is the desirable ways. That's why we can combine. We can allow the person to do to get the commission if they bring their own individual agent individual members, and also we have to discuss whether each individual agent can do their own advertisement. So that's why I just asked at the beginning that we have to discuss this matter. But I think that's okay. Why not? But at the same time, the main rule is that we can join all together as a group team. And in order to do that, we set up the time zone, showing time zone, and then allocate agents during the time zone, whether there are members or leads or not during the day. Who knows? One day there's no show, but the other day there are 10 people coming. So nobody knows. But my expectation is that because this is a co-op and the price is quite competitive and reasonable, maybe not very difficult to fill it up. So that based upon that the definition or that the theory, I prefer do it as a one big team and share the profit all together. But anyway, that is my own idea. So again, we need a lot more brainstormings about how to we set up the rule first, because that is the most foundation thing. We have to set up the rule first, whether we do individually whenever there is any showing, or we just work as a big team like a developers marketing team, and then they do open house every day, and then we just go from there. So that is basically my proposal or my idea.
Any thoughts on that, Alan? About the approach of working as a team?
I think I heard you say that they were looking at putting on codes. And so that would be one way of achieving it. The other thing we could do is have a lockbox, like a push button lockbox of some kind, which we could have, which would put somewhere in the in the property that would allow us to gain access to the building. And maybe have like an office or a lockbox within the building that has the keys to the individual units. But did I mishear you though about they're going to have some kind of codes for us?
They're going to give us a fob, and then we will have code for the doors.
Okay, so one fob.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get it cloned?
I could ask them for two, but the thing is that, well, yeah, for two. What, like,
Or we could,
would
you know, like the office, the Manitoba office is relatively close. So, you know, we could have the things going back and forth there. But I mean, one fob when you've got 8 people working on it, that's kind of, you know, I mean, we need at least 2 or 3 or 4.
Well, we're not gonna be all of them at the same time. Well, probably we would be at the same time, like on the open house, like 2 people, but we are not gonna be all the time together. So if you are there, you leave the fob there. We don't have any issue of anybody leaving the fob somewhere else or missing that. But
Yeah,
right now, what I
exactly.
want to know is about like the
It's really
idea.
bizarre. They want us to lease the places out, and they're putting these hindrances, which, you know, it doesn't, you know, they're making it difficult for us to do the job that they've asked us to do,
It is
right?
it is mostly liabilities because they use master keys. Like if we get the master key, let's say for a unit, and we lose
Yeah.
it, they have to master key the whole building. You know what I mean? It's lots of liabilities there. Now for the fob, it's a little bit different because they reprogrammed. So it's okay. We have a lockbox. Whoever goes, get the fob, and then you will have access to the units because we have a key code.
I haven't
So
used my Centra card for a long time, so I don't even know if that would. I mean, there's also like
Guys,
just push boxes.
guys, I have question from other agents. They asking, for example, Jeremy Boogie, he gonna be somewhere away, far away, but he claimed he have 400 leads already for this. So he's saying if he pass leads to us, but does the agent have to complete? How much are we gonna pay him? His question.
I mean, we have what, $1 million in E&O insurance, you know, for exactly this reason. You know, if there's some liability, if somebody, you know, something happens, you know, we're indemnified, right?
So we focus right now on the salary and commission, like quickly before the, like,
Guys,
Alan,
can
if
you
you,
hear? Can you hear me? No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Please
yeah, we
read
can hear. Yeah.
Maria. Please read the text from Jeremy Boogie. He claims he already have 400 leads, and he wants to know if he pass leads to us, how much he gets for each lead.
okay.
William, I also send that question to you.
You sent to what?
Also,
So
are we
you're-
able to finalize what's the number that we have as you know, as commission and things like that? Because I mean, like I've been, you know, being told different things. So can we have an answer so that we can work together on this?
Yes, that's what Maria wants to discuss now, because she's the one project lead. She's gonna decide together with you guys, not me, right? And not
But then
them. So
decide
it,
she will decide, but then we have to talk to the co-op or whatever, right? So I mean, like I don't have an answer. We don't have any official documents and anything, right? So I just want to know like the instruction going forward. And it seems like, you
I
know,
guess
we have a deadline and no one is deciding to do anything. So I just want to know
Yeah.
like, what is the direction
Yeah.
into it.
I guess Jay is worried we're not gonna get paid. We paid in 3 portions. We not get portion yet, even so it has to be sent it right by now. Maria, did you ask?
Okay, so we need to know like about the approach for the commission and just as William just discussed with us, if you guys agree or no. So we can start from there. Our approach. As I said before, like the agent, like that's what I discussed before with Natalia about the commission. 75 was the percentage for the agent, 25% for the brokerage. Now, the Williams approach, I think is interesting, but I want to know everybody what think about it. If we are gonna work on a team, we're gonna share the commission, what we're gonna do. Like, because it's not only me, it's all of you guys who are going to participate. And I want you guys' input.
So my proposal
Whatever
or my
works for
idea
you,
is
Maria. You
that
put in most of the effort on this, so whatever you think works best. I think the best way to do it is for a decision to be made, and then we can individually decide if we want to participate or not.
This is because I want everybody's participation. I want collaboration. That's
Right.
the idea of we share our ideas so we
I
can
mean,
come out to
one of the
Let's
reasons
put it,
why I am,
I could tolerate a couple of things. Only sub together, Alan, it's 50K if we rent them all, right? So it's like that. And then how to distribute it.
well, right off the bat, I think Maria is entitled to a big chunk of that because she did most of the work. Secondly, like there are some people that are not going to be willing to participate in the open houses and that kind of stuff, but then they're not going to be generating leads. So, I mean, it's,
One of them
but what happens if, you generate a lead and then they say, okay, well, I can't be there, but there's an open house on Saturday, so they can go to the open
but
house.
it's-
And then, like what happens in that respect?
okay, Natalia, I think the best way as of now, because you cannot decide everything by yourself. So I already told you and everybody about my idea, right?
Mhm.
And then let everybody, those who are interested in, propose their idea,
Yeah.
how we can set up the commission structure and how we can work together, individual basis or the team basis like me. You just collect
Yeah.
all the information or idea from the guys, and then we can
Mhm.
have another meeting. Okay, this is the
Sounds good.
old ideas from William, from Ellen, or from Jay, and let's put it together, and then let's try to brainstorm again. And finally, you have
Yeah.
to make a decision as a team leader or with
Yeah,
Natalia, right?
absolutely.
Otherwise, we
Yeah.
cannot decide forever.
Yeah, no, for sure. And this have to be like soon, like by tomorrow, we should be having like an answer for all this and decide.
I guess, Maria, once we receive first portion of the payment will be kind of easier, right? Because like, for example, Jay is worried, like stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And anyways, we need to know exactly the commitment for everybody. If we are 4 right now today, if it's only 4 showed up, so
Yeah.
we can work 4 of us and see how we would distribute all the leads if you want to do that. But also there is gonna be not only showing the unit, but then we'll have to go through the paperwork, which is gonna take time. So how we all going to contribute?
For example, Anissa says she have an inspection. So if agent didn't show up, doesn't means he not gonna bring leads and not gonna be showing, right? So maybe what William proposed based on participation in the showings, because some of agents never come to meetings, but they bring many leads and do many jobs, right? Effectively. So it depends how they're gonna perform in a result, right? Not if they come to this meeting or not, I guess. Yeah. Maybe they are showing at this time.
Okay. Okay, we will do that.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
collect information from everybody and then we'll come up with the answer.
Did
You
you,
can-
Maria, did you figure out signs for like we could Like, do we have First Day Realty signs that we can use for Saturday?
Natalia got at the office some of these boards.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
You know,
we
'cause
used
it's going to
before.
be really like there's going to be a lot of traffic going back and forth on like Marine Drive on Saturday, and people going to that mall and that kind of stuff. So I was thinking I could try to grab some of those flyers and go around to like the local community center and drop some of the flyers off in some of the community centers.
Yeah, and I actually was expecting also like paper, like flyers, but they sent all only digital flyers,
Right.
like
Well, we can
to
print
be
them.
printed. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, we can work on that. Sounds good. Flyers. Okay.
Anyways, I'm happy to do as many open houses as necessary. So whatever is cool.
Yeah, I see like so far we have 4 people committed.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we can distribute our time.
Jay, did
I'll
they
confirm.
answer to your question? Means we have authority to fill building signs, right, with some conditions. So that one is done. As usually like with landlord, you sign authority to lease with typical landlord first, and then once you're done, you get paid upon result.
Are we going to need disclosure statements from people, or because again, we're not selling it, we're not renting it, we're not in any way under
I
the.
think for our personal protection, we need by regulator, unfortunately.
I'm not. I would recommend that we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it should have to be done because, for example, if some agents not really, ethical and gonna take money from people, and after this person come and say, "Oh, I paid them bribe, why I didn't get the unit?" So
Yeah.
it will not good reflect on us or agency. So I think this agency, even for agent to understand who he represents, and if he doing those kind of things, he already committing big violation, right? So to put it that way, right?
Yeah. This is why I am so fussy
Okay.
about this agreement issue that I keep dwelling on.
Okay, guys.
Okay, well, have
We
a good
want
day.
to.
If you need anything, let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll keep in touch. I will let somebody else. I will make sure that if anybody is going to join, anybody else, and I will let you guys know, and we'll just come up with one big solution here tomorrow. I think by tomorrow we should
What
have
time
an
do
answer.
you want to have another Zoom meeting tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow at around this 10. Does it work for
Sure,
you,
that's fine.
William or Jay?
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I
Okay.
just
Have a
feel
good day,
like,
guys.
okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, then see you tomorrow then. I
Okay.
also gotta go now. Okay. Thank you,
Sounds good,
Maria.
yeah.
Okay, see you next time.
No
Bye.
problem. Okay, bye. Bye. Now I can find my button.
So Maria, I just want to say, so just want to ask, right? So you said the co-op only pays us 667 per unit for rented, right?
Yes, that's the contract.
69.
Yes, it doesn't
Okay.
matter the unit type.
Okay, doesn't matter unit type. And then from
Yeah.
that money, we divided 25 for the brokerage and 75 for us for the agent.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty low. Because the thing is, I didn't know, because I talked to Natalia. Natalia said that, so it's half month rent, right?
Yeah,
So then,
typically, right, if you rent any
But this
other
is a,
unit,
like,
it's
so the
between,
thing is, I don't know the number, and we don't have an
okay,
official
okay.
whatever. So then I don't know what to do, right?
Okay, Jay, each time it's between you and landlord, right? Let's you landlord agree to pay
No,
you
no,
2
I'm
months
I'm
rent.
not talking about landlord. I'm talking about this case. So I
And
don't
this
have the
is
official
landlord.
number.
Yeah, this is landlord. So the landlord agreed to pay like this, But if you look at this, it's a good for us because majority of the units are studios and the price is 1,015. So if they pay just half month, we would get only 500, right? Even less than what they are offering.
Yeah,
So
but the
in a
thing is,
way,
right?
they're offering more than half month. It's many units.
Yeah,
So
they
here's
have,
the volume.
but
But
the thing
typically
is,
before, when we did the big buildings, they only want to pay 25% on a month. So this building quite generous, right? Because of the volume, they want to pay half typically for the big buildings. So this is they pay more than half month.
okay. And also one more question, because I mean, obviously I talked to Maria, I talked to you yesterday already. So there are some people, they send the application and those are my leads, right? So are you starting to receive the application from the co-op, or is it, and then they just want to me to follow up with the application, then what should I do?
Well, I haven't received any email yet.
Mm,
So when they receive something, when they receive an application, they're supposed to send it to me.
okay. Okay.
And
So
I haven't received anything yet.
right. So if can I send you the name of the applicant and can you ask them if they receive
Yeah,
anything?
I could, yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
I will text
Maria,
you.
maybe they send it to this new email.
I
Did
will,
you
yeah,
forward?
I haven't opened that the
You can
email.
forward from that emails, all emails to you, and also keep in a box and also forward
Oh,
to
okay,
you.
yes. If there
This way
is
you will
possible,
not
they.
lose anything. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Can you set up that or ask one of the admin to set up so any email that they receive from that, it comes to me?
Is Alex and Hannah here? You can ask them.
Yes.
Олег, ты можешь сделать
Нет.
вот этот новый email, Sawmill, тоже остается в боксе, и тоже to Maria был forwarded.
Хорошо.
Ага. Yeah, Alex said he will do it.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Yeah, and as soon as I get it, I will forward it to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll
But
let you know the name of the
So
applicant.
again,
sounds
this
good.
question, for example, Jay, let's say you're on a site and whatever showing, and Jeremy send you leads. He don't want to do anything else with this lead. Only send you leads and nothing else. And he asking how much he would get from you for
No,
that
I'm not.
lead.
No, that's not. It's not gonna happen. No, like I'm not gonna ask them for money. Like that's unethical to do
No,
that.
because you have to finalize the application. You actually have to work on it, right? So
Yeah.
typically in our agreement, it's 25% if they bring a tenant side, right? So you can maybe say that, I don't know. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
doesn't want to be on a listing. He wants to be only sending leads. And he say
Also,
he can send a lot of them. He say he can say 400 leads, but only leads and that's it. And then you do everything else. And he asking how much he gets.
okay. I think so far that's all my question. I think, it's just to figure out the access of the building.
Yeah.
Then I can arrange
Mm-hmm.
it with the people that I've been currently talking to.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because I think that, if you have some personal leads, then I think, you should be there to talk to them, not
Mm-hmm.
like other people, right? Because you have the connection, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that we can take into the account, but also at the same time, I feel
Okay.
like, we, as in working as a team, but it seems like nobody, like not everyone is, equally contributed. And I agree with William. We should be finding the way that to like incentive for people to like, for example, if whenever they be on site they get paid or something, then that's something that
Mm-hmm.
we could be thinking about. So like, make you people like, they if they sign up for a certain time to be on site, then they get paid for
Mm-hmm.
it. then then I think it's like, you know, we find a way to pay people who get their own leads, but also at the same time, we find a way to pay people to participate. And I think that's fair because, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that's my approach. Yeah. And also that I just want to know if, like, for example, certain application, I just want to know, like, how can I like, how's that application tagged to my name? If that application being successful, you know what I mean? So that I get paid for that. So then
Yeah.
it's
So
something
we're
that,
going to create a file, and then you can, I think there is a folders there with everybody's name. We'll just have to rename. I don't know if there is one for you. It should be. So any application you have, you just put it on your file. Once it's completed, then we submit it. But it's gonna be like your file, your leads.
okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. And let me know if you need anything from me. And also
Sounds
keep
good.
me updated on the access, and I will let that person know not to show up today. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yes. So you can, like, we'll see what is happening with the previous lead. Hopefully I can hear back from. I will check the email to see if I
Yeah.
have those leads there.
Are
And
you
but
can,
it's better keep the leads, like, you deal with the lead. Like, we have the applications, you know, which document it needs to be provided. I will sort out about the keys today, and then we will gain access. Okay,
Okay.
as soon as I know, like, as soon as I know that I can go get the keys, I will let you know. Then you can
and
schedule accordingly.
Alex, we have the videos where they're from drones this building because we were filming video nearby other building. In two videos, this building shows well on drone. Can you organize of producing this separate video because there are drone plus unit. Without that unit, drone plus scope where Vadim presenting it. Can you do that?
Everybody
Олег,
there?
меня слышишь там?
Oh, yeah.
You can repeat?
Там есть два видео, в которых уже есть это здание на дроне, которые мы другие юниты снимали. Мне надо из него эту часть добавить к тому, что Вадим тут презентует, и сделать отдельное видео здесь. Я никак не могу один раз добиться, она не понимает, что я от нее хочу.
Okay, and where are those videos?
Там два видео я тебе пришлю, в которых уже юниты есть. Практически все
Yeah.
видео, которые есть по этой дистрикт, там есть какие-то common river, shops, you know, bird view, they all have that. So take that from them and put it in a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. Maria, my question is, you know that question from Jeremy, right?
About the commission?
He asked him if he just sends you a bunch of leads and he don't want to do nothing else.
Yeah, it seems like he wants to work on its own, which I understand. And the other thing about William, well, we were planning about the
No, Jeremy doesn't want to work of his own. He already have database of leads who want a
okay.
cheaper unit. Cheaper, right? So
Mm,
he just pass it to you and he asking how much for each. If they rent, you pay him. So he doesn't want to do anything else. Just pass you the lead.
um,
Which means other agents have to finalize application. Like, for example, you personally, if you get all the leads, you finalize application, how much you pay to him? That's his question.
well, how much was the referral fee? 100,
Usually
200?
our referral fee is from MLS, 100 and 200. from us usually
Well,
10%.
if he gave me a lead that is going to sign $100, no less than that.
Maybe you
But
talk to him directly.
but
He
this
says he
is
have
gonna be
400.
yeah.
He
It's
says he
just,
have
he could,
400 leads.
I j-
But maybe who knows? Yeah.
but this is only once it is approved by the board.
Maybe
You
you
know,
put it in a group because several agents have this question.
okay.
If they only send the number and they don't want to do anything now.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not only sending a lead, you don't know if the lead is gonna be approved and it's gonna be approved by the
Yeah,
board.
yeah. I mean, if it's leads approved and it's just a lead, so he's basically the name, number, and phone, email, maybe. I don't know. You can say like this: if he sends you name, email, and phone, then it's 100. If it's only phone and name, then 50. Because email is more important. We can send them out all, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
And then
If
now we
it's
have
no, if it's no email, maybe 10%. So 10% would be, less than 100. It will be 66 something.
oh yeah, 10% sounds good. Okay, I will put something together and then can you guys add another folder say for the applications to submit the applications? For Grace, she wanted an application that we can a folder where we can add all the applications for them to get access.
Олег, можешь фолдер добавить? In 56.
Yeah,
But how we doing now? We doing it in a commercial, my drive, or in this drive?
everything in this drive is fine. So everything is together.
Окей.
Yeah.
Ты
In the
можешь
drive.
добавить, Олег? А ты уже не вам послал этот statement?
Okay,
Hello?
I gotta go.
Yeah, okay.
I will think about how we're gonna schedule this and about the salary, the commission, how I'm gonna double check the push budget that we have and how we can distribute,
Uh-huh.
because I think then we will have to we cannot use as we previously planned, that it was a rate for me and rate for Alan and for Kevin. Kevin wasn't even here today in the meeting, so I have to structure how much we can pay them, and yeah, and that we don't run out of budget.
Yeah, and maybe remind them to send it because, like, I see, for example, Jay, he not trusting he will get paid, so he worries too much. So if we
Yeah,
tell
he's
him,
a little.
but if we tell him, because he don't know us, he's new, right? So if you tell him money
Yeah.
already in our trust account, it's gonna be helpful, and he's very motivated, so that's good, right?
Yeah. I think he likes to work more individual than in a team.
But it's okay as long as he bring results, right?
Yeah,
Then,
more
then,
competitive.
but it is more like, I don't know. I think Christian will be more willing to open and show during his work schedule more than
Yeah, no,
Hussein.
but they don't want it that, no, they don't want that to be, because that's part of the plan that we said, that we're gonna have 2 people dedicated there, which is now we have to think. And they are not going to, they didn't want, the
But
first thing we, Grace
for
told
example,
me,
with these 3 people he have, he will bring them somewhere. How many units available in town? So as I say, if he not give him access right away, he maybe this lead may not survive until tomorrow with us, right? Because they go somewhere and somebody else grabs them there, right? Mhm.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna contact me today about the keys, and then we will figure it out.
Mhm.
But Hussein doesn't want everybody to be calling him. He already told me. He called me this morning just before the meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
minutes too much for him. Yeah.
And I already told Jay the first thing, like yesterday, and I even texted, put it in the there. Please contact me for any access. He already went and called Hussein this morning.
That's why, Oleg, it's important to produce this video as soon as possible, so agent can give applicants video, floor plans. They can apply in the meantime if it's delay in the showing, right?
Okay, sure. So please send me those videos.
Там надо просто везде, где летит наверху или магазины показывают, вот эту часть забрать, добавить там, где Вадик рассказывает свою, и все вместе красивенько сфабриковать и написать то, что они просят там. Sorry, can you repeat to us, Maria, what they want to write? Sawmill housing co-op, and we didn't wrote it, or what we wrote?
Say that again?
What they want to write on advertising?
Oh, hold on. It
Это
is
что было написано, что они там хотят.
Grace. Let me see, she said something.
И Олег, что там насчет Нилам? Ты ей послал инвойс?
Sawmill Housing Co-op.
Sawmill
Yeah, sure,
housing
yes,
co-op.
yes.
Yeah.